stage is set for our last round of 16 matchup today here in Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. The host nation, Dominican Republic, gets to clash with El Salvador in this round of 16 matchup. I'm Casey White on the call. Let's take a look at the weather for today. It's dropped just a little bit since our last game, 81 degrees Fahrenheit, high humidity at 80% with a light breeze here. Tough conditions to play in for a 6 o'clock kickoff, so we'll see how that affects the players here today. As we take a look at the bracket, 3 teams have punched their ticket into the quarterfinals, USA versus Canada in that rivalry matchup, and Jamaica waiting to see who will join them in their next match in the quarterfinals. Will it be the Dominican Republic or El Salvador? The players will be entering the field soon. We'll send this to national anthems and lineups coming up here shortly. As we finish the national anthems here in Santo Domingo, you can hear the singing from both of these groups and see what it means to be representing their countries here in the round of 16. The Dominican Republic, the host nation, excited to be in front of their fans. And we'll take a look at their lineup. So for the Dominican Republic, Nayelis Lopez in goal. Only 4 goals against, all against the United States, has made 4 starts now. Mia Asenio up top for them, and Alyssa Oviedo, the captain, who's gotten some goals on the board, a very effective midfielder for this squad for head coach Diego Gutierrez. Dominican Republic will be in the blue kits. The white kit for El Salvador. Priscilla Perez, sit at the center. Sandra Ramirez, Myra Mora, and Miriam Marcotte helping her out today as they get set for the coin toss. Last minute preparations here before this gets underway. And now we'll look at the El Salvador lineup. Mara Rodriguez in the 10. One of the goal scorers for this group, and Eleli Hernandez, who will captain the team today in the back line in the absence of Jessica Ortiz for coach Elias Ramirez. But a very interesting matchup here today as Dominican Republic finished second in their group, El Salvador in third. Clase on the bench for the Dominican Republic. Watch for her as she can provide some firepower off the bench, and a notable one missing, Jessica Ortiz, as mentioned, from the red card in the last game. But many options for that group to come in and make an impact. It's a great skyline here in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. El Salvador versus the DR, the host nation. Both groups having those last few moments before we get set for kickoff. Get a look here at the players. And Priscilla Perez getting ready for the kickoff. Waiting for the signal is our center official. And here we go. Round of 16. Final matchup of the day, El Salvador versus the Dominican Republic on a beautiful night here at Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. De Jesus in the midfield for the Dominican Republic, looking to play in behind to Garcia. Early opportunity to Asenio. And the Dominican Republic starts off strong right off the kickoff. Great ball slipped in behind to Garcia, looking to find her runners, and a tough ball to handle, but Asenio does all she can to redirect it on frame, just a near miss. I'm Casey White, former USA senior international player and former youth national team head coach. Pleased to join you for the final game of today. More Sunday games for the round of 16 tomorrow, but this one will cap it off for the night. Another throw in here for El Salvador as they get into their attacking half. Getting set defensively here is the Dominican Republic with an early opportunity from El Salvador. Long service by Hernandez. Lopez comes over to collect it. No problem for the Dominican Republic. Marte looking for the long service for the DR. Escobar steps in, wins possession, and it circulates around the back here. Mancia on the ball for El Salvador. Pressured by Garcia. No time to play out for Escobar. Garcia with the service. Misclearance, Oviedo, and it's blocked. Perez finds her way around, looks for the service in the box, but that'll skip to Paola De Paz. De Paz had 3 starts in the group stage. Only 15 years old in goal for El Salvador. Oviedo looking in behind, takes a little clip there. It looks like that will be a free kick to the Dominican Republic. Quick look here, a little flick, and just catches the back of her heel. Marte with the set piece. Dangerous service into the box. And just a miss by Asenio, but a second opportunity. Mia Asenio active here so far for the Dominican Republic. And look at this service right into a dangerous area. The missed header, the missed opportunity on frame. But it appears to be a handball called going the other direction, and we're back in play here as Soriano looks to play out with Mara Rodriguez. Urania with the clearance. Asenio will bring it out the opposite direction. Here's Perez. Jaslyn Oviedo on the ball. Good defensive pressure here by El Salvador, stifling the attack so far from the Dominican Republic. El Salvador will have a free kick near midfield, an opportunity to get into their attacking half here early on. Hard challenge by Pacheco. Service will go in, long service into the middle of the 18. Lopez out, bobbles it. Able to clean it up before the forwards can have a chance to get on the end of that. Alexa Pacheco with Marte looking for options forward. And that'll be a foul against Alexa Pacheco. Andrea Amaya does well to get there first and draw the set piece for El Salvador. Amaya does her best to get out of that challenge, but it's a tough game early on. Lots of energy, keeping the referee busy as these set pieces keep coming. The service from Hernandez to the back post. Lopez out. And it bounces. Lopez. Amaya looking to keep it inside the penalty area. Soriano swarmed by the back line of the Dominican Republic. Maya's down again for El Salvador. Active so far, and just a tough timing there, trying to keep it in. That cannot feel good for Amaya, but she's up and going again. Pacheco looking to combine up the left side with Oviedo. Jacqueline Jovel loses possession for El Salvador. Long service, Garcia's able to get onto the end of it, looking to find Asenio behind, using her speed. De Paz collects that, but you can see the speed of Asenio and how dangerous that could be. Marte, good cover there by the center back. Marte out of Pin Fusion Soccer Academy, the defenders from Delaware, having some very good performances in the back for the Dominican Republic on the road to this round of 16 game. Garcia looking to take on one defender. Looking to beat her again. Asenio with a turn. Bounces to Oviedo. De Jesus, just not enough power on that ball. And El Salvador able to find Mara Rodriguez. Good clearance by Hernandez. Lopez looking to run onto that, looking for the early touch, but the retreating back line of the Dominican Republic was able to get there in time. Lopez. Well defended by Urania. And Lopez goes down in the corner. Our center official will check on her. Lopez here looking to take on. Urania defending there, caught a little bit of the arm as she goes down. We're in the 11th minute here in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. The host nation is taking on El Salvador for a right into the quarterfinals. Lopez down from a little bit of contact there. A tough battle so far between Lynette Urania and Lopez. Caught her on the mouth a little bit in that challenge, but a lot at stake here for both of these teams. This is only the second appearance for both of these countries in Concacaf Women's U20 World Cup qualifying. The last 16 years ago for the Dominican Republic, and the last one for El Salvador in 2006. So these teams, knowing that this opportunity doesn't always come along, and they're ready to play. Lopez is up. It's great to see as she got hit in the face there on that replay. Medical staff helping her, and our center official looking to get this back underway. It'll be a throw-in for the Dominican Republic. 0-0 here in the 13th minute. Already 3 shots in the game. 2 to the Dominican Republic, 1 to El Salvador. Lots of energy to start in this first 13 minutes gone. Jaslyn Oviedo does well to keep the ball here for the Dominican Republic, and they'll try to go out the other way. Well defended. Alyssa Oviedo draws the foul against Jacqueline Jovel. Using her body well there, and then just a late challenge as Jovel has body position. Perez. De Jesus looks to penetrate here in midfield. Oviedo, Garcia looks to make something out of that. As DePaz goes down during that interaction with Cristina Garcia. A misplayed ball in behind the back line, but she comes out strong. Looks like may have been something on the hand there as she comes out, but appears to be okay. Garcia takes on 2 defenders, looks to play Alyssa Oviedo in, and just a hesitation and allows that ball to go out for a goal kick. We're a third of the way here through this first half in Concacaf Women's U20 World Cup qualifying. A really fast start to this game between these 2 teams. A physical battle. El Salvador has had 7 yellow cards. Oh, deflection in the box and a missed clearance, but DePaz will hold on to that. Clearance there makes for a scary situation, but El Salvador is able to recover. Urania steps in and wins that ball at midfield for the DR. Escobar. De Jesus settles it down for the Dominican Republic. A great ball into Asenio so she can turn and face. Looking for help. Deciding to take it herself, and it'll be a throw-in for El Salvador. Hernandez, the captain, urging her teammates on. Soriano, Escobar looking to play long. And the back line will be turned to chase this ball down. Looking to play out, good composure. And this will go out for a goal kick. Long ball played in. De Jesus will settle it as she so often does in midfield. Amaya. 1 against 4 up top, but looking to find her teammate in behind that back line. Just a miss hit there. So far, not a whole lot of play in the middle third. Both teams really going for it, looking to find those balls in behind the back line or to isolate 1v1. Long throw. Pacheco. Great challenge in midfield by Amaya. Rodriguez looking to find some space. And it's cleaned up there by Jovel. Great little ball in behind, but the back line of Dominican Republic recovers well. Garcia with the clearance. Good composure shown by Oviedo in midfield. Now Perez. Oviedo. Pacheco looking to get out of pressure, finding Asenio. Too big of a touch, and El Salvador will take over. Lopez draws the foul, and this will be a free kick. Lorenzo not too happy with that call. Little contact there, but Lorenzo not agreeing. Lopez will step up to this free kick. Long service, going for goal. And it's in for El Salvador! Why not just go for a goal? Yazelin Lopez. And El Salvador is on top 1-0 here in the 22nd minute. An unusual mistake from Yelis Lopez. A great strike on the ball, but just not able to push this up over the crossbar is Lopez. A Lopez showdown here, and Yoselin Lopez wins out to put El Salvador on top 1-0. Dominican Republic looks to go forward quickly. Coach Diego Gutierrez urging his team to step up and pressure. with his front three. That should be no problem. They have lots of athleticism to display here today. Yasin Lopez with the 21st minute goal, and she's going again. Dealt with well by Carmen Lorenzo, but Lopez puts on the pressure. Little creativity, but well covered by Lynette Urania. Number 20, Jacqueline Portillo, will exit the game. Evelyn Panilla, number 14, will enter for her second appearance of this qualifying campaign. Looking for the long service. A rare mistake by Nayelis Lopez on that goal, so El Salvador looking to go again. De Jesus. Perez. El Salvador applying pressure. Lots of energy in this few minutes after their first goal. Amaya appealing for the throw as she puts pressure on the Dominican Republic defender. Panilla getting an early touch after the substitution. Asenio, well covered by Hernandez. El Salvador well aware of the speed of Asenio after watching her in those first 5 minutes. Asenio looks for the service, good, steps. And it's cleared by El Salvador. Pacheco. Gloria Gonzalez with the header. Alyssa Oviedo. And the Dominican Republic will have the set piece in a very dangerous position. Oviedo slips that past Gloria Gonzalez and clip there. The captain has 2 goals so far for the Dominican Republic. Seven goals for, 4 against for the Dominican Republic. Now 5 with the goal from El Salvador. 4 runners in the area for the Dominican Republic. Now 5 with Perez. DePaz making sure her wall is set and organized. Jaslyn Oviedo on the ball, goes for goal, but does not test to pause. El Salvador plays out through Gonzalez. Dominican stepping up the pressure. Jaslyn Oviedo stepping. Head coach Gutierrez and Jaslyn Oviedo not happy with that call as the Dominican Republic being down 1-0, looking to press high up the field, and Jacqueline Jovel gets clipped. El Salvador taking this opportunity to push everyone forward. Be a throw in deep in the Dominican Republic end. Gloria Gonzalez taking her time on this throw-in. Amaya keeping it in. Andrea Amaya in no rush to go forward as the throw goes in to Mara Rodriguez. Mara Rodriguez, the 19-year-old from Providence College in the United States. She got the goal on a penalty kick, first Jamaica in their 4-1 loss. But has been a stable force there in midfield for El Salvador. Here she is on the ball, good. Ball in behind to Andrea Amaya. And Lorenzo comes over to cover her center back as Andrea Amaya sneaks in behind the back line yet again. We're in the 31st minute here in Santo Domingo. 1-0 advantage to El Salvador on a Yoselin Lopez goal in the 21st minute. Service across the 18. Bounces down to Jesus with the clearance, but it's not out yet. Still bouncing around. Lorenzo puts it to safety. And that'll go the direction of the Dominican Republic. Yoselin Lopez has been very involved, suffering a bit of an injury to the mouth early on, but coming back with the goal here. That's the separator in this round of 16 game. Oviedo turning into pressure in the midfield, but gets the call her way as Dominican Republic will get into the attacking half. Touches it by Mara Rodriguez and just impedes her path. Here's the service. Looking for the flick, and it's cleared. De Jesus looking for the opportunity on goal. Chested down with confidence to pause. Asenio. Set piece opportunity here. Bonilla not happy with that call, asking what she did wrong, but we'll have to recover. Just clips the heels of Asenio right on the back of those pink cleats as she's trying to go 1v1. Service will be played in, but short to the top of the area. Flicked on by Amaya. Marte looking for the outside back, Pacheco. Jovel with the clearance. And Pacheco looks to be down after taking a hard hit. Pacheco takes a hard clearance to her head. That does not feel good as she steps and pressures, but the medical team checking her out. Looks to be okay and looking to re-enter already. Bonilla with the header out of bounds. Oviedo in the area to Garcia. Escobar defends well, and then the Rodriguez clearance gets it out of danger. Asenio. And she's brought down right outside the penalty area by Hernandez, the captain. The host nation fans are excited about this opportunity here for the Dominican Republic. Asenio would have had Hernandez beat if not for that foul, but now a dangerous opportunity as they line it up here. Marte on the ball with Jaslyn Oviedo. A right and left foot option here. A wall deep in the penalty area. The fans ready to see this one go in the goal. Marte steps to the ball, but it's Oviedo. She strikes it on frame and it's in! Jaslyn Oviedo makes the crowd go wild! Oviedo celebrating like she should. Her first goal of this campaign, and it's a big one to level the host nation with El Salvador. Keeping that strike low. DePaz not able to see that as it comes right through the crowded area, but what a strike here by Jaslyn Oviedo. Can't get much better than that, right in the side netting. A timely goal in the 37th minute for the Dominican Republic. A foul here on Urania. Urania tackles Lopez from behind in the midfield area. The captain steps up to the free kick here for El Salvador, and this looks eerily familiar as she looks to get it on frame, but Lopez can handle that one as she collects. That goal by Oviedo is the first game-tying goal from behind in this round of 16 as she evens it out for the Dominican Republic in her first start of this entire tournament. She's appeared twice as a sub, but she's making her presence known in this round of 16 game. Ball played in behind as Marte chases. Lopez out, but it's not cleared well. Well collected by De Jesus. And now Garcia takes off, beats one defender. Good composure by Jovel to get out. And the foul will go the other direction. Emotions running high here in the first half in Santo Domingo. As a coach playing every play with your players, you can see the passion of Diego Gutierrez there. Each time a girl joins football, the world takes a strike towards equality. If you empower a girl, you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Lopez deals well with the ball in behind the back line as we enter the final 5 minutes of regulation in this first half matchup. Here's the goal scorer on the ball. Looks to play in the backside to Asenio. Can she get there? Well timed by DePaz. But look at the chase from Asenio to keep it in there, attacking third. This was the foul earlier in front of the Dominican Republic bench. Priscilla Perez trying to calm down Diego Gutierrez. But the fans and the coach are getting behind the Dominican Republic players after equalizing. Asenio in behind, looking to find someone across, and a great tackle from Hernandez. Hernandez does well to cover for Mancia there. A dangerous situation with Asenio in the area, but well defended. An even game thus far, not just in the score line. 55% possession to the Dominican Republic, to the 45 of El Salvador. We're in the 43rd minute. El Salvador took the lead early on the Dominican Republic, but the Dominican Republic was able to find the equalizer through a set piece from Jaslyn Oviedo. High pressure from Cristina Garcia. Gonzalez does well. Good combination play here by the duo of Oviedo and Garcia. The call will be offside. A bit eager to get in behind that back line is Alyssa Oviedo. Asenio steps to win the ball. Asenio with the strike on frame, and it's just wide. So close by Mia Asenio. This player has been all over the place today for the Dominican Republic. What a dynamic forward, looking to get that strike just to the far post, and misses barely wide. But anything that is dangerous in the run of play is coming from Mia Asenio. El Salvador losing a bit of the ball here in the last few minutes since the goal. We'll have to figure out how to deal with Asenio moving forward. Diego Gutierrez, the head coach of the Dominican Republic, urging his players on. They have the momentum right now. Can they capitalize here in the end of the first half here in Santo Domingo? El Salvador looking to get into halftime as they're on their heels a bit at this moment. Escobar clears out of danger. Lopez with a great soft touch, looking to get in behind with this service. Amaya well dealt with. Lorenzo unable to clear. Mara Rodriguez. There's 1 minute of stoppage time that will be added here as that attempt goes over the crossbar. Marte looking for one of the front three. Lopez, can they counterattack through Mara Rodriguez? Lopez again. Putting it on frame, not quite. El Salvador using their defensive shape to create opportunities for them in the final seconds here. Lopez. Lorenzo looking to play out. Cleared by Perez. And that's the whistle for the end of the first half. Priscilla Perez was busy as the center official in this first half. So much passion. Dominican Republic still having energy as they jog off the field, but that was the star of the first half in the run of play, Mia Asenio. But Jaslyn Oviedo scores in the 37th minute for the equalizer off a set piece on the foul from Hernandez. Yoselin Lopez opened the scoring in the 21st minute. But lots of energy on this field, as you can see as the players come off, almost looking like they're ready to go again. But I'm sure they'll enjoy this halftime break as the coaches figure out tactically what they want to do to make sure they can advance and meet Jamaica in the next quarterfinal game. The players will leave the field now as they exit. You can see it's been a tough one, and they'll take this time to recover. We'll be back with halftime highlights right after this. Let's take a look at these highlights from an entertaining first half here in Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. A battle between El Salvador and the Dominican Republic. Both teams started this game ready to go, as you can see by the focus in their faces during the national anthem. Priscilla Perez with the start here in the first half, and right away Garcia gets in behind for the Dominican Republic. And Asenio, as she did all half, creating chances for the Dominican Republic. Not able to put those early ones away, but some dangerous service from El Salvador, and a little shaky from Lopez early on in goal, dealing with the aerial game. But she collects this one, gets it out. But here's Yoselin Lopez with this goal. Not timed well by Nayeles Lopez, and this goes right in for the 1-0 lead for El Salvador. That goal a bit against the run of play, but El Salvador celebrating, but then this would be the equalizer here. Jaslyn Oviedo places it in that bottom left corner, pass to Paz. And the host nation equalizes. A physical game here today. Lots of fouls. The coaches are excited. So much passion demonstrated here as the host nation takes on El Salvador. Asenio again looks and just barely pushes this wide. Looks very similar to that strike that equalized, but within the run of play. And that was the end of the first half. We'll take a look at the stats from the first half. 54% possession lead for the Dominican Republic. 7-4 in shots, 4 on target, 1 on target for El Salvador. But look at those fouls. 15 fouls here in the first half. A physical battle between these two groups. They know what's at stake. They're leaving everything on the line here as they try to earn the right to meet Jamaica in the quarterfinals. Both teams in their second appearance in the final phase of Concacaf U20 Women's World Cup qualifying. Can't wait to see what the second half has in store. Kickoff's gonna be coming up our way in a few. images of both teams as they re-enter the pitch here, getting ready for the second half. Lots of energy from this Dominican Republic group as they look to get back out there against El Salvador, riding high from that equalizer from Jaslyn Oviedo. This matchup between these two teams has not disappointed thus far, but what will be the separator here today? It's a 1-1 draw at the moment. Both teams looking for one of those two berths to the World Cup in Costa Rica and Panama. There will be a substitution here. Coming into the game is number 19, Diana Molina. Tatiana Soriano will exit the game after her first half appearance. And we are underway here in the second half. Thanks for joining me. I'm Casey White here in Santo Domingo for this final matchup, round of 16 game for the slate on this Saturday in the Dominican Republic. Asenio on the ball, looks to slip Oviedo. Tries to take it to her left foot, stripped by the El Salvador defense. Asenio. Great tackle by Hernandez, but she's back at it here. Another tackle. Garcia's down, but it'll be a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. And just like the first half, they come at El Salvador right away. Hernandez able to get a slight touch on that ball. Well-timed tackle. Gives up the corner kick. Garcia on the ball for the Dominican Republic, looks to serve it into a dangerous area, but Hernandez is there for the clearance. Second ball by De Jesus. A throw in. The crowd not happy with the no call there, but it stays in the attacking final third for the Dominican Republic. Shot towards the goal, but doesn't test a pause. Perez on the ball. Marte. Looks to play a direct ball, but Gonzalez chases it down. Garcia, lots of pressure on Gonzalez. And that'll be a foul against the front runner. El Salvador reached the round of 16 with a third place finish in Group E, taking it to the last day, victorious over Guatemala 1-0. A goal in the second minute by Gomez put them into this round of 16 game and the opportunity to continue advancement here as they vie for a spot in Costa Rica and Panama. So we take a look at the head coach of El Salvador, Elias Ramirez. Ramirez, a former player himself, played for the beach national team for El Salvador. and he took over in February of 2019. Gonzalez will take her time. Garcia and Gonzalez, a matchup just coming through the legs of Gonzalez there, not able to control that tackle. Rodriguez. This will be El Salvador free kick here in their attacking half. Jacqueline Jovel able to draw that free kick for her team. Just a little nudge from behind there from Oviedo as El Salvador sends 5 forward. Most of the opportunities for El Salvador have come from the set piece. This is a long service in. Too far out of the reach of those front runners for El Salvador, and Lopez collects it. Asenio, past one defender, draws a few more, looking for Garcia, but unable to convert the pass. De Jesus, such a steadying force there in midfield for the Dominican Republic. 3 90-minute games so far, 4 starts. Just a great presence behind the front runners of the Dominican Republic. And Lopez looks to get on the ball. It's the goal scorer from the first half for El Salvador. Oviedo, taken down in the middle of the field, but no call, play on. Asenio looks to get on the end of this ball. Deposits out, and it's in! Mia Asenio puts the Dominican Republic on top, 2-1. Diego Gutierrez is loving that, along with the fans in the crowd. A play on here in midfield, and a good heads-up play by Garcia as she puts in Asenio 1v1. DePaz beaten, and Alexa Escobar not able to come across the goal, but a left-footed finish here. She's been active all day and is finally able to put one away when it matters to give her team the lead. The Dominican Republic not sitting on that 2-1 lead, already stepping to press El Salvador. Molina. Lopez. Rodriguez looking to play it in behind, a tough bouncing ball. Anything can happen here, it drops to Amaya. An opportunity forward, but nothing that tests Lopez. But as it's been all day, El Salvador looking for that counter-attacking opportunity. They've been able to generate many opportunities in the counter-attack so far today. Four shots for El Salvador, but only 1 on frame. Perez looks to play it forward, but Hernandez there to settle. Lorenzo. De Jesus makes her way through midfield. Oviedo. Asenio to her left foot. Avoids another defender. Back to her right, looks to play it in behind to Alyssa Oviedo. Plays it across. Cleared, but to Asenio. Priscilla Perez on top of that call as El Salvador plays it forward. Mia Asenio, the 16-year-old forward from New York. Her second goal of this qualifying campaign, but her contribution goes much further than that. Active today here, creating opportunities for herself and others. Finally gets on the scoreboard today. Garcia. Looking to get one herself. Well timed by Hernandez. Hernandez wearing the captain's armband today in place of Jessica Ortiz. Oviedo able to keep it in, plays it across. No runners in the area there for the Dominican Republic. Hernandez stepping into that back line as the captain from Washington State University, doing a great job, but El Salvador without their captain from the last 3 games, still in the game here. Dominican Republic leads 2-1. Go-ahead goal by Mia Asenio in the 52nd minute. First goal by Oviedo in the 37th minute, and Lopez opened the scoring for El Salvador, but since then, they haven't been able to get as many numbers forward. Dominican Republic pushing to get that equalizer, and now the go-ahead goal. Jovel looking to get through 2 defenders, trying to draw the foul, but not successful. Amaya. Don't want to see that there. Amaya and Jovel getting in a confrontation. Tempers flaring. And Priscilla Perez will speak to both Amaya and Jaslyn Oviedo. Emotions boiling over in that moment. A tough challenge here. Amaya not liking it, and Perez does a great job being right on top of this. Don't want to see that happen. But so much to play for both of these teams. Neither one willing to go home here tonight. Urena looks for the service. Oviedo with the composed touch, and Garcia goes right over. Garcia just gets underneath this ball. What composure by Alyssa Oviedo, and this, she is going to want that one back. So much space for Garcia, but unable to convert, and El Salvador still stays within 1. Early ball. Jovel pressuring. Lopez is out. Lopez. Lopez again able to keep possession. Escobar tries to join. Asenio defending all the way from the front line. Gonzalez. And that'll be a foul on Mara Rodriguez. Garcia has position here and eager to get the ball is Mara Rodriguez, but a foul through the back. Play on, says the referee. No, that is going to be a foul here given to the Dominican Republic. Oviedo looks for the turn there, gets clipped. Oviedo putting in a lot of work, the captain. Looks often to step into midfield, can play in the midfield role or up top, and she's able to step from her forward line into that midfield and create for the Dominican Republic today. Jaslyn Oviedo again strikes it straight into the wall, and it's cleared. Not out of harm's way. Asenio's feet. She makes the turn against Escobar. Little tug of the shirt. And Asenio's on it again. Asenio is just everywhere right now. Not only doing the work on the attacking side, but defending. Good teammate there, Amaya, calming down Jovel, knowing that they can't afford anything of the nature of retaliation as they make their way to fight back in this game. They're going to need everyone on that field. Dominican Republic in the same spot, but on the other end where they scored their first goal. But now it's Marte on the ball with the left foot, looking to go on frame. Easily handled by DePass. We're here in the 62nd minute in Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in the Dominican Republic. The host nation up 2-1 in this round of 16 matchup. The first day of the knockout round for Concacaf U20 Women's World Cup qualifying. Garcia looks to get around the corner, plays it across. Cleared by Molina, out of danger, but it'll be a corner kick. Garcia steps to take the corner kick. Played short. But Jaslyn Oviedo does well to keep that alive, but not able to get that in a dangerous area for the Dominican Republic. As a player now for them, you have to be thinking, if we can get that third goal, we make our jobs a lot easier. And you can tell the Dominican Republic, instead of sitting back and just trying to defend for the remainder of the game as there's so much time left, is pushing for that third goal here. Asenio makes her way through midfield. Ball into Alyssa Oviedo, but she comes from an offside position. The interchange between Alyssa Oviedo and Asenio is working well, but a tight call there. Oviedo not happy. She might have an argument, but it's a close one. Mencia Clearance blocked. Gonzalez chase. Garcia well timed. Looking to find Alyssa Oviedo. Good recovery by the back line, but Oviedo gets through with her left foot. It's a third goal! In the 64th minute, the captain breaks through. What delight on the faces of the fans, and Alyssa Oviedo in the arms of her coach, Diego Gutierrez. Just a real effort here individually by Alyssa Oviedo. 3 defenders, 4 defenders. She gets the opportunity and she makes no mistake about it. Immediately celebrating with her teammates. Just forces her way through, really. That 64th minute goal puts the Dominican Republic up 3-1 here in Santo Domingo. That's the 3rd goal of the tournament for the 19-year-olds. And now El Salvador will have to change something if they want the outcome of this game to be different. As we enter the 66th minute, you see the scoreboard there. Dominican Republic up 3-1 in this critical match for advancement to the quarterfinals. Lopez on the ball. Well defended by Pacheco, and now a foul's called against Lopez. The Dominican Republic was in Group C of the group stage, finishing 2nd place, going 1-1-1. And now they're here in this round of 16 matchup. Scored 7 goals against Honduras to win 7-0, lost 4-0 to the USA, and tied Cuba to secure that 2nd place bid. Now leading 3-1 here today. The assistant referee steps in. Ball into the feet of Lopez, looking for the cross. De Jesus not able to clear, Mara Rodriguez. Lopez over the crossbar, nothing to test. Nayelis Lopez in goal. Plenty of time left here in Santo Domingo for El Salvador to attempt to mount a comeback against the Dominican Republic, and that's exactly what they'll be looking to do. Escobar will see that out. Molina looks to play forward. Amaya looks to keep possession for El Salvador, makes her way through midfield, averts the tackle. Marte there to cover any ball in behind. With El Salvador playing in the 4-4-2, you begin to wonder if they'll start to commit more numbers forward within that system. Garcia is able to save it. Hernandez will play the safe ball and avoid giving up another corner kick. Cleared out. Asenio will keep possession for the Dominican Republic. Perez finds space out wide. Urena to Asenio. Be a throw in for the DR. Throw in here into the area, pressured by Jaslyn Oviedo. Asenio looking to keep the pressure on with Oviedo. Asenio's chasing. Amaya does well. El Salvador just not able to get out of their end as the Dominican Republic continues to pressure. Football knows no gender. Football knows tenacity. This is your open invitation to get off the sidelines and get in the conversation. Concacaf W, we belong. Monica Mancia will come out of the game and make way for number 15, Jennifer Sosa. She has 2 appearances as a substitute versus Canada and Jamaica in the group stage. And we'll see if she can help El Salvador mount a comeback in the final 20 minutes of regulation here tonight. Asenio able to get on the ball, followed up by Oviedo. And it'll be a set piece for El Salvador. Oviedo and Asenio hunting that ball down, but just too much energy and a bit late here in that tackle as Gonzalez tries to clear the ball. Garcia works to keep the ball in on the left flank. Cutting back to her right, service into the center of the area, cleared by Molina. And finally out of danger by Hernandez, the captain. Perez, De Jesus. Mara Rodriguez to Escobar, unable to connect. El Salvador just not able to get numbers forward now. Jacqueline Jovel grabbing her face after that confrontation in midfield. There'll be a free kick for El Salvador. Hurt on the flick there. But this is an opportunity for El Salvador to get numbers forward. Hernandez with the ball, with the runners, but Lopez able to snag that one. It's just too far to provide any real problem for Nayelis Lopez. Right now, the 2 front runners of El Salvador aren't enough to pressure that back line of the Dominican Republic as they push the other way. Another foul called here. And Jaslyn Oviedo will stand over the ball for the Dominican Republic. Alyssa Oviedo doing well to get out of pressure here, but Jovel's called for the foul. 24 fouls in the game thus far. A physical battle between these two nations. Ball served in, Asenio unable to connect. Lopez looks to control it as they try to build numbers. El Salvador, Molina into the feet of Lopez. Tamara Rodriguez, back to Lopez. Looking for players, plays it across the box. Molina, still not out of danger. Mara Rodriguez looking for the back post. A high lofted shot, looking to get that on frame. But better by El Salvador, more numbers in the attack, making Dominican Republic defend. We're entering the 76th minute, 3-1 Dominican Republic versus El Salvador. Three different goal scorers for the Dominican Republic, and Jocelyn Lopez for El Salvador gave them the early lead. The foul's called against Asenio. Chasing down the captain, Hernandez, and just wraps her arm. And El Salvador will take this one. Played long in. And a fortunate bounce to the feet of De Jesus. Foul on Asenio. The attitude of the Dominican Republic has been to keep going, not to settle in when they've had the lead. The energy has been infectious for their entire roster. Long service into the box for Lopez. And she comes away with it. Since that first goal, Lopez has been completely comfortable with her aerial game. That's the goal scorer right there for El Salvador. Setting up the last opportunity as well on the left flank, playing the ball across. Just unable to convert. A giveaway here in midfield to Lopez. No numbers with her though. As she brings more people into the attack. Amaya. Not allowed by Pacheco to get in behind that back line. Garcia looks to take on in midfield to the feet of Oviedo. Ball in behind to Asenio, well timed. Ball to the back post and it's in! Asenio's second goal of the game, and it's 4-1, Dominican Republic. Let's go, says the crowd, as they get behind the host nation here in Santo Domingo. A great finish, but what a ball by Jaslyn Oviedo. Not only scoring herself tonight, but providing the assist. The perfect pace, dying right in behind the back line, but enough to get there for Asenio. And a clinical finish here. Maya looking up to get up on the right side. After trailing in the 21st minute, 4 unanswered goals from the Dominican Republic. Only trailed for 16 minutes in this game. They have not taken their foot off the gas ever since. They came out strong and now have put 4 away and surely are looking to get 1 foot into that quarterfinals game. Oviedo not understanding that call, but nonetheless it will be a free kick here. Coming from behind, the set piece will go to El Salvador. Our center official sets the wall. Pacheco and Amaya, been a good battle all day on that right side of the El Salvador offense. Lopez looks to take it, and it's just over the crossbar. Lopez looking for her second of the game and trying desperately to close this gap. Lorenzo finds Asenio. Jaslyn Oviedo battling in midfield and with her first start of the campaign. An assist and a goal to her name. Lopez looks to find Amaya in the area. Well defended by Pacheco. Jennifer Sosa, the second half substitute for El Salvador, clearing the ball there. And again, looking to get anything forward. Jovel here playing in Amaya. Asenio asking for the ball off that punt. Confident player here with the performance she's had in the qualifying tournament and today. A free kick for El Salvador. Asenio seems a bit perplexed as she appeals for the foul and the shirt tug. But it'll go towards El Salvador and they will play it forward. Perez looks to play out the other way. Garcia looks to turn. Able to get through the legs of Pinilla. Not happy with that and comes back and fouls Garcia. 2 subs here coming for the Dominican Republic. First into the game, number 17, Ana Santos, in for the goal scorer, Jaslyn Oviedo. Also coming into the game, number 5, Brianna Hollow, in for the captain, Alyssa Oviedo. As the captain's band is passed on. A great day for both of these players here. Alyssa Oviedo with the left-footed strike, Jaslyn Oviedo with the free kick and the assist. Both instrumental in this 4-1 lead against El Salvador. Service played into the area. Perez steps, and it's cleared by Rodriguez. First touch of the game for Hello. And Pinilla will try to see it out. El Salvador looking to go quickly, but the Dominican Republic doesn't seem like they can be slowed down. Playing with confidence, still looking to go forward and create. Santos finds Garcia. Offside is the call. So a little eager to get in behind there is Garcia. But the Dominican Republic has to now be thinking, how do we get into that quarterfinal and have the same result? So consistency of play important. The foul goes against Hello. Long service from Hernandez. Lopez out strong. Great timing by Nayelis Lopez, and Nasenyo's the other direction. Fights off a challenge. Again, and it takes the 5th defender to bring her down, and a foul is against Nasenyo. Priscilla Perez. Trainers out quickly here to tend to a potential injury. Mara Rodriguez took a hard hit there. As we take a look, it's just a strong challenge by Nayelis Lopez coming through Rodriguez. And then we see the attempt of a foul here in Amaya on Nasenyo. And a well-timed tackle. And the set piece will be going the other direction as the players make their way back onto the field. Rodriguez appears to be in a little bit of pain, but looking like she'll re-enter. El Salvador sending numbers forward. Less than 4 minutes left in regulation. Dominican Republic can start tasting that quarterfinal visit. De Jesus. Santos looking for her opportunity on frame, and it goes wide. Cristina Garcia will exit the game. Number 16, Cabrera, will come in to join in this round of 16 matchup. Garcia, great performance, committed to Stony Brook University. She's been busy today, helping set up Oviedo and Nasenyo, and helping her team to this 4-1 lead at this point in time in the 88th minute. 2 goals by Nasenyo, really been the star of the game thus far. Lopez got El Salvador on the scoreboard early in the 21st minute, but it's been all Dominican Republic since. Cabrera on the ball. Santos in the challenge and taken down from behind to draw this set piece in their attacking third. The service on frame. And that'll be cleared by El Salvador. Lopez looking to clean it up. Amaya looking for Molina on the left. The Dominican Republic still looking to go forward in front of their home fans. Cleared by Hernandez. Molina getting out of pressure. Finds Lopez. And then it'll be a foul on the Dominican Republic. Granahalo's too eager to step in there. Commits the foul. El Salvador looking to push. Looking to generate something going forward, but Dominican Republic not allowing anything here in the 90th minute. The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes of added time here. Looking to change the point, El Salvador. Jovel. Sosa. Amaya. Well defended by Pacheco. Looking to have a bit of creativity in the corner, but Pacheco's able to clear, and Dominican Republic comes the other way. The Dominican Republic with the 4-1 lead, now looking towards their matchup with Jamaica. Perez looking to go forward. The matchup with Jamaica will take place on Wednesday in the quarterfinals. Asenio looking to get in. Again, she may not be done. Brianna, hello. Plays wide to Cabrera. Cleared by El Salvador. Dominican Republic closing in on their second win in this qualifying campaign. First in the round of 16. Asenio goes to her left. Looks for an opportunity, but just no power behind it. She has put in some work today. Lopez on the ball, looking to play quickly, but stifled by Granahalo. Long service. Diego Gutierrez asking his team to relax. The Dominican Republic putting on a show here today as the host nation in Santo Domingo. And a foul on Gloria Gonzalez. As it's getting a bit chippy here, Dominican Republic is going to want to come out of this with no injuries, making sure they have their players ready to go. And that's the final whistle. Celebration in order for the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic, only their second appearance in the final phase, and their first win in a knockout game. in front of their fans. Look at the pride they have going immediately over. Nothing better than being able to represent your country. What an honor for this group, what an accomplishment as they celebrate with their coach. Donning the flag out there on the field. Diego Gutierrez has to be proud of this group and will certainly celebrate this victory for them and then look forward to their upcoming match. Statistics on the game. You can see a lot of fouls, 37. The refereeing crew was busy but kept a handle on this game. 54% possession to the winners tonight. 18 total shots, 9 on target. Dominican Republic did everything but score the first goal. But ever since that first goal in the 21st minute by Lopez, it was all Dominican Republic. Just showed so much fight, energy, passion tonight, and look at that. It's a hot one out there, so he's probably loving that. El Salvador not advancing on, but that's how it looks, everybody. Jamaica will face the Dominican Republic on Wednesday in the quarterfinal matchup. Canada versus USA, an early matchup for them in the quarterfinals. Sunday games tomorrow, the other side of the bracket, and we'll see what other 4 teams will join as the Dominican Republic comes together. Dominican Republic staying on the field as long as possible. I don't blame them. What a feeling as a player. Take it all in. Not very often do you get to host and then have this type of campaign that they're having. Let's take a look at the highlights from this thriller here today. We're cutting back to watch a bit more celebrating here. This is what you guys want to see. The Dominican Republic walking off the field. Love the flag draped around the goalkeeper. And now the highlights are coming your way. The moments before the game, walking onto the field. El Salvador advancing to the round of 16 in that last game versus Guatemala. The Dominican Republic finishing second behind first place United States. And there was no shortage of chances in this game, and they started fast here, Dominican Republic. Weren't able to convert, but Mia Asenio all over the field tonight. An attacking force, but also putting in the work defensively. This ball served in, testing Lopez early. And struggled a little bit in the beginning, Lopez, but as the game went on, was able to really secure the back line. Here's the goal in the 21st minute from Yoselin Lopez. And Nayelis Lopez not able to time that save properly, and that would give El Salvador the lead in the round of 16. A celebration from El Salvador, but it would be short-lived. 16 minutes, in fact, and Jaslyn Oviedo equalizes here with her strike right into the left corner, pass to pause. It was a physical battle here today between these two teams. A lot of energy, a lot of passion. The refereeing crew doing a great job to keep everyone at bay, and then Mia Asenio in the first half looking to take the lead, as Dominican Republic would push and provide more opportunities on goal than El Salvador would, but they would go into halftime. And then the second half here, Alyssa Oviedo gets fouled, but it's a play on, and this ball perfectly weighted in behind to Asenio, left-footed finish. And the Dominican Republic would take the lead on this goal from Mia Asenio. You can hear the fans absolutely loving it here in the Dominican Republic. Teammates celebrating. This ball played back to Oviedo. Not a perfect first touch, but she battles through, gets through a few defenders. Left-footed ball right into the side netting. There'd be a little bit of an ability to breathe there for Dominican Republic, but they wouldn't be satisfied as this ball's played behind to Asenio for the 4th goal of the game. And that would be it, 4-1. Diego Gutierrez and his team into the quarterfinals versus Jamaica. And why not? Celebrate as much as you can. So much work goes into that preparation to even be in this moment, but then to be able to have the opportunity to go on to the quarterfinals. There you have it, Dominican Republic 4, El Salvador 1, Jamaica waiting in the quarterfinals. 4 games tomorrow for finishing off the round of 16, and then we'll have all 8 teams going into play on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Casey White. Enjoyed being here. Have a good one.